A game isn't born the same way as everything else. It isn't born merely one time, on one day, in one place. A game, rather, is born over and over again, in more places than you might even imagine. Every time, in fact, it's discovered by someone new. Every time it penetrates a new soul.
The series is over. Battered old Stanley Cup, emblematic of the world's professional championship.
The notion of infinite rebirth, of course, translates into infinite possibilities, meaning that the game's evolution is never quite over, its growth never complete, its story never finished.
All right, Dan, come on now. Come on.
And so no matter where you find yourself, making the game part of your life, as a player, a teacher, or even simply an observer, becomes in so many ways an aspirational exercise. Because the game always is where your dreams can live. And one of the few places in the world those dreams can materialize into reality. This is the latest exploration into everything the game promises. The latest search for the tiny differences between falling short and rising above.
Well-earned victory celebration on the rink.
Revealing the extraordinary gifts of the chosen few who can conjure visions of the impossible on the ice. Spanning 4 teams, headed toward 2 games. To celebrate a century of hockey's infinite beginnings. The NHL Outdoor Classics. The Red Wings will make the short trip to Canada's largest city to play on New Year's Day. In these parts, remember, hockey is the national pastime, celebrated, even cherished. And yet the saga of the Toronto Maple Leaf franchise is headlined by frustration. It's been 49 years since the club last played in or won a Stanley Cup final, the longest drought in the NHL. But a renewed focus on drafting and developing by the Leafs' new management team has injected the mood in Toronto with new hope.
Oh my goodness, what a debut!
This season, the team has been playing as many as 9 rookies a night, highlighted by 19-year-old Mitch Marner, 20-year-old William Nylander, and the #1 pick in the 2016 draft, 19-year-old Austin Matthews. The club's coach, meanwhile, has been to the summit before, having lifted the Stanley Cup with the Red Wings in 2008. And Mike Babcock is not shy about telling any and all guests he prefers to keep his focus on winning hockey games and nothing else.
How long are you guys here? No, how long are you here? A month? So, misery. Pure misery for a month. They're all gonna say it doesn't affect anything, it doesn't bug anybody. That's good. Welcome, guys.
If everywhere else in life, bluntness of that ilk can be disconcerting, for a hockey coach, there's an efficient value in getting straight to the honest point.
Hey, whoa, that's it. We don't glide around, we drive. Get high, Naz, get high. Naz, get up here. Come on, move it. Let's be honest, we're a work in progress. It's gonna be way more special as soon as we get better, but we need a chance to grow up. Get ahead of him, Smitty! Well, we need a chance to learn how to play, and we got a lot of young kids on our team now. It's gonna take us some time to become a team that you can be proud of each and every night. It's not like we don't have skill, we do have skill, just we don't know how to play.
For now, the Leafs are a teaching community, with the staff offering lessons at every turn to those just on their way.
Stop. This guy's never going to score, never in 100 years. We have to start finding this guy. Boston's going to do it a ton. We have to be standing there.
Every one of those clips, though, we had the puck, right? Yeah. So they're all breakouts. So you know that practice drill we do where we forecheck half ice and we don't execute? This is the shit that happened. Does that make sense? We're done here, boys.
You'll be tighter to the net. Thanks.
You're part of, I think, the greatest hockey city in the world because of the way the fans are. And the fans here love their team, and they've loved their team through a lot of misery, to say the least. So now we have to turn it into a product that is rightful for our original six team and its rightful place in the league, and that's our plan.
December's second weekend offers a business trip for the Leafs. A flight to Boston for a Saturday night affair with the Bruins. Young or old, the conventions of professional travel for a hockey club offer familiar portraits, from the team flight to the quiet bus ride to the arena, to the collection of rituals, mysterious and essential, spanning the hours and minutes leading up to puck drop.
Hey, heads up, fellas. Speed through the middle as much as we can. Be on the walls. You know what's coming there, so be aware. Okay, we're prepared. We know what we're doing. Loose and driving. Let's get started on time. Get started on time. Having some fun. Shutting the door, Mr. Anderson. On the back end, Riley Zaitsev. Up front, Komarov, Kadri, Nylander. Get going. Here we go.
There's nothing easy about coming into Boston trying to snap a 3-game losing streak. Then again, out of real challenges come real rewards.
Let's get some juice in us. Get some competitiveness in us, boys.
The Bruins are one of the league's most rugged teams, meaning success tonight will be born out of resolve as much as skill.
We gotta make some plays, boys. We gotta make some fucking plays. We can go way better than this, boys.
In the early going, it's Boston that maintains control of the ice. But fortunately for the Leafs, Frederik Andersen maintains control of the net, while the game's intensity leads, perhaps inevitably, to a Toronto casualty.
In after the puck, Krejci down uncomfortably on the ice.
Fucking blow the fucking whistle! Any shove from there is dangerous as hell. Put a stick in his skates and shoved him from behind. He didn't?
From my sight line, he's side by side on him, guys.
Hey! How's that not a penalty? That's dangerous, for fuck's sakes. Even they want that to be a penalty. They don't want their D getting run in the boards, do they?
Mike, I just explained to him, from my sight line there, he's side by side. The guy gives him a little tiny...
Right in the back.
And he will escape. Yes, escape the first period. Having been outshot 11-2 on the road.
The physical? Let's move our feet. We're gonna be a lot fucking better here, huh? They can't skate. They can't skate with us. Put it behind them, go get it. Grind them down. Ready to weather the storm for us. Let's take advantage now.
Our number one skill is skating, okay? So we gotta fucking skate. And then you gotta get two hands on your sticks and win some puck battles. You can't go buy pucks. We weren't competitive at all that period. We're a way better hockey club than that. Let's get fucking competitive, boys. That's not good enough. So get dialed in, let's get skating, the puck goes in every single time. We got it? We're way better, let's be better. Come on now, here we go.
When the puck's dropped again, the Leafs indeed seem invigorated, with the visitors starting to get chances as Andersen continues to sparkle in net.
You gotta win your battle, boys.
What a save. Beauty of a save by Frederik Andersen.
Protect your stick and get it in. That's a skill. That's it. That's what we need. Let's get heavy on our sticks. Get heavy on our sticks. Get pissed off and compete.
And sure enough, the team's youth heeds the coach's call.
Matthews shoots, he scores! Toronto scores first in Boston. Nylander to the blue line, Unwick to Shane Gardner into a crowd, a tip, they score! Zach Hyman with the tip in front of the net. Toronto leads 2-0.
Bozak, your legs up!
And after the Bruins half the deficit, some veterans get in the act as well.
Centering pass, Van Riemsdyk scores! What a play by Bozak!
Wow! Fucking right! Good job, White. Fucking right!
Slow start, big finish. Frederick Anderson and the Toronto Maple Leafs have defeated the Boston Bruins for the second time this season, 4-1.
200 miles away the same night, the mood in the Maple Leafs dressing room is not much brighter, even with the team leading the Sharks after 2 periods. Toronto's struggled to put away games of late, which explains their coach imploring them not to let up.
We're ready. Come out jumping. Speed through the middle. Play heavy. Game's tied. Let's go get another one. That's how we want to play. Be fucking relentless. Let's go. Come on here.
Next one's big here, boys. Come on.
Get her going here, boys.
Going blue, go ahead!
Hey, gotta want this.
But the Sharks get 2 late third-period goals to tie it, leading eventually to a shootout on the Air Canada Centre ice.
In on Jones, stop. And Joe Pavelski will shoot for San Jose. Pavelski in on Anderson. Bard, no.
Oh, let's win this fucker, boys. It's winner.
Matthews 1 for 3 in the shootout so far this year. In on Jones. Austin Matthews winds in. Stop. And now Couture to give San Jose the lead. In on Anderson scores. And now Soshnikov has to score to extend it. 0 for 1 so far this year. Soshnikov on Jones. Turned away and the Sharks win it. A come from behind 3-2 shootout win. They trailed 2-0 in the third. Scored twice in 2 minutes and 7 seconds and then win it in the shootout.
This team has seemed to struggle a little bit with the shootout this year. Is that surprising given the amount of skill a lot of guys on the team have?
I mean, anytime you go into a shootout, you can't get too high when you win them, can't get too low when you lose them. So at the end of the day, we just take the positives. Obviously, we, got to stay out of the box a little more and to give ourselves an opportunity to win. But, we let that one slip away.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's pretty unacceptable. We put ourselves in a really good position. We do so much work to get that lead and hold on to it, and then I know we got to figure out a way to be able to close out these games.
The next day, Mike Babcock is back early at the team's practice facility. The coach keeps his office sparsely decorated, with some family photos, a few small piles of books from a perhaps predictable genre, and just one framed item on the wall, a tribute to the last Maple Leaf team to win the Stanley Cup.
I think we're going to work hard every single day and get better. We're a little behind where we want to be, but we're right there. We need a win tomorrow bad. Well, I hate to say it, that's just the business we're in. I say it every day. My wife says, I'm sick of hearing that. It's a big day today. We got to get a win. It's a big day. That's the NHL. We got tons of kids. We got tons to be excited about. When you walk out of the rink and you didn't win, she's a hard business, especially when you're addicted to winning. So it's about the challenge, simply. And when we get it done here, it'll be all worth it.
While most of the team's headliners are part of its youth movement, Babcock relies on veterans like alternate captain Tyler Bozak to offer lessons big and small along the way.
I think he expects me to be a leader on and off the ice. I think he expects me to, set a good example, work hard on and off the ice, like I said, and, just be a good role model for the young guys and kind of, teach them as much as I can about how to be a pro and, what it takes.
Bozak is the longest tenured member of the club. And like many other 30-year-olds, he has to balance his professional obligations with some personal ones.
You see life a lot differently once you have your child. It's been awesome. It's been just a blessing to be able to have him. He's so much fun all day.
Do you want to show them your skates?
Before I'd come home and I'd think about hockey and, kind of worry about things that have been happening. Now when you get home and your son's there and you're playing with him, it's nice to be able to forget about all that stuff. Where's your belly? There's your belly. Where's your hair? Yeah. Where's your nose? Yes.
It's just so cool to see him as a dad because he's so charismatic and compassionate and just loving towards Cannon. I feel like he really naturally transitioned into the role.
Nice.
Can I have a kiss? Mwah.
Okay,
Thank you.
Turn. Daddy's turn. Come on.
Daddy kiss.
Thank you. Oh, I feel like we've been in a lot of close games where, you know, we could have won, and we just, you know, haven't really figured out how to win those tight games yet. But it's been a fun year so far, and we got lots to improve on. But I think, you know, things are looking really good for the future.
Blackbird song is over now.
It's mid-December in the National Hockey League. And they are 4 parts of the season's ever-evolving story. 4 teams in the midst of an odyssey that will continue to challenge and reward them in ways yet to be revealed. They're each in the midst of their own narratives, finding hope in different forms, encountering struggle in different guises.
No more time for crying tears.
But for the players in these dressing rooms, wearing these uniforms, representing these cities, their path through the schedule will in a few weeks' time land them collectively in a pair of distinctive spotlights. New Year's Day in Toronto and January 2nd in St. Louis. Outdoors, they'll commemorate a century of history. But on the path there, they'll continue their exploration of what the game has in store for them. Next week, the Blackhawks and Blues face off in a prelude to their January 2nd showdown, while the Maple Leafs and Red Wings look to heat up before their matchup on New Year's Day.